yeah. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hey guys. Sorry, I'm totally unorganised today. I came out here an hour ago to organise some stuff and I got carried away. I lost track of time. And before I knew it, it was like 4:05 and I hadn't started the stream yet. Oh, crap. And I just stuffed something up. Hopefully this will work. All right. I should... hopefully this is sounding and looking okay. Not bad. I'm just looking to see who's on. What mic is that, Matt? That's a Rode NT 1000, I think it is. If someone can just let me know if it sounds and looks okay, just so I know that I'm all on track and working, that would be really good. All good, mate. Looking and sounding great. Awesome. All right. Thanks, Tim. All right. Cool bananas. All right. So let me get myself sorted out here. I haven't... I'm totally unorganised at the moment. Sorry. Cool. All right. So I've got some people here. So I thought about how best to organise this, and I thought I'd break it up into sections. Oh, my headphones are playing up. How about I have a jam, or if you got your instruments at home, you can have a jam with me too. The dog's asleep here on the floor at the moment. I don't know if you can see the dog. He's crashed out on the floor. I would normally kick him out because sometimes he can be a bit distracting. So I'll have a bit of a jam with myself while we wait for people to connect in. Got sounds. Bit of reverb overkill. Okay, so something to jam on. What do I got? It's a bit cold out there today. I don't know what happened to the nice spring weather. Disappeared. Hopefully it comes back soon. Let's go to Elevated Jam Tracks and see what Mr. Elevated Jam Tracks has got for us. Bluesy Ballad. This is a new one from a day ago. And I'm probably going to get...
Dreaming of
yeah, there's an ad. Good on you. All right, we're in G minor. Hopefully this track is good. Normally all this guy's tracks are pretty good, so I haven't really run into many dud ones. Thank you, Rob. There is no reverb. Just reading some comments. Alrighty. Oh, stupid thing. You stupid.
Your own retirement funds? A
Can you
self-managed
hear the
super
ad?
fund with
Self-managed super fund. Super would be a nice thing. Things you miss out for when you work for yourself. G minor. I think it's always good to have a bit of a listen first before you jump in and make a fool of yourself. It's raining in Milperra, Jen says. In that. Channel's not as loud as the other one. Whoa! Cool. All right. Well, that's enough of that. Oh, stop. Silence yourself, YouTube. Okay, cool. All right, we got a few more people joined us, so I'll stop my... Oh, almost dropped my guitar. That's not a good thing. All right, so welcome. Welcome if you haven't... what camera am I looking at? This one here. Welcome. Hope you've got your cup of tea or your bottle of water or your beer. I got Fiji water today. Whoop, wrong camera. Plug for Fiji water. Fiji water is apparently really good for you. Apparently, I don't know how true it is. Apparently, Fiji water helps to flush metals out of your system, and that would be a really good thing for me because I'm sure I've been overexposed to some not good metal in the past. Pun on words. So cheers, big ears. If you haven't joined us before, welcome. Please, if you find this enjoyable or entertaining or anything, please subscribe. Click the little notification bell on YouTube. And yeah, hope you have a good time today. All right, so we've got a few people online with us. Warren said, "Get your Robin Ford on." Yeah. Poor attempt at Robin Ford, but anyway, thanks for your compliment, Warren. Cheers. Cool. So I thought the other day, because I was trying to think of things, gee, am I running out of ideas for things to do in a session? And I thought I need to break things down. So I'm not just talking on one topic for the whole session each Sunday, but maybe do little segments. So I've broken this up into little segments. And I'll talk about some different things, and you guys might want to add some things in. Maybe send me some suggestions of things you want to add into, want me to talk about, or we could do an interview with over online with Zoom or whatever. And I've got some things written down. So one of the little segments I thought would be good to do would be, and I've got some little graphics for this. Check this out. Wrong one. Tech tips. Because often, yes, we can talk about guitar stuff or music-related products or recording stuff or whatever it might be. Often I get a lot of questions about bits and pieces like that. And I've talked about stuff about my guitar rig setup over a couple of videos in the past, and I might revisit that with some finer detail over some different areas from time to time. But one of the things I thought I would throw out today is lighting for video. Because I think it's one of the biggest things people overlook. And it took me a while to get my head in on how to half semi-decently do it. Now, if I've got videographers out there that are looking at this stream going, "Oh, you still haven't got it together," I probably don't, because I'm not a pro by any stretch of the imagination. But I might be a little bit further down the track, and I might be able to help somebody out there. Because like I said, one of the things I think lacks in a lot of videos you see on YouTube or Insta or wherever you go to watch your videos is lighting. And I reckon you can get away without having the best camera, with having good lighting, because a lot of video cameras nowadays, I need to make sure I enunciate my words properly. A lot of good videos nowadays, even on your phone, are really powerful, and you don't need to spend a gazillion dollars on your cameras, even though it's good if you can. If you do have a gazillion dollars to spend on a camera, let me know and I'll go shopping for you, and I'll buy you a really good camera, and maybe get a sweet cut on the deal. No, not really. No, not really. I wouldn't do that to you. Not my friends. But going back to lighting will have the biggest impact upon what you do with your video production, whether you're wanting to do a stream thing or just put some video clips up on YouTube of you playing your instrument. Lighting goes a long way to making something look good. And I thought I would give you a bit of a look into what I've got set up here. I actually bought some new lights on eBay the other day, which are really cool. And they're only cheapies, but they do a really good job. You don't have to... you can spend lots of money on lights, but I don't think you need to. Even the little floodlights, the working floodlights, I had some of those set up before. And when I'm doing Zoom, I'll have all these lights set up too as well. So I'm getting a nice image sent down the Zoom channel for people. And I had floodlights set up before, and it was like I'd walk out after 2 or 3 hours of Zoom lessons, and having those lights in your face, and it's not very pleasant. And these ones are a little bit more softer on the eyeballs. And yeah. So lighting. So basically what I've picked up from the University of YouTube, because I did an extensive master's degree in videography and lighting through the University of YouTube. There's a lot you can learn through YouTube, but guitar is not one of those things. It was that having lights in different positions obviously has different effects. Now I've got, and I'll actually, let's see if I can get my iPad working with my camera. How do you turn the camera on? Camera. All right, and that looks really crap because I've got fingerprints on the camera. So I've got two lights here facing me directly, lighting up my head and body and whatever I've got in my lap, a guitar or whatever. And then I've got one light off to the right, shining down on my back, and another one in the room, just giving the room ambient light. And so what I might, I'll show you this first. So let me change. Here is my iPad. All right, so if I take a step back a bit, and the lead will only go so far. So here's my computer. Another screen. There's the camera that you're looking at me through. And up here I've got one light in the corner, and that's called a softbox because it's got this white material over the top of the lamp. There's just a fluorescent light, big fluorescent lamp inside of that. And I've got another one over here. So that's shining down in my face. That's my microphone sitting there. All right. So that's my workspace. There's a monitor, there's a bass, there's a candle. Candles are very important in the studio because they suck out all the oxygen and make us be more creative in what we do. And yeah, so interesting stuff. But over here, if you look back up here, I've got another light here, which is stuck up on the wall there. Plus, I've got another one down the back here. That's my ambient light, and I can't remember what they call this, black backlight or something. I think the front ones are called key lights, and the back ones are called something else. But if you go to YouTube and you too can go to the University of YouTube and figure this stuff out. It's not hard to work on. All right, so if I get out of my iPad, bang! How clever am I? Not very. So what was I saying? So I got the front two ones, the key lights, and they probably should be down a bit further and a bit more in. But I found because I've got cameras and microphones here, I get sort of shadows if I put them in funky spots, and that's the best place I've got at the moment. And we've got the light behind me. Now, if I turn that one off, I've actually got, these are like a Bluetooth sort of controlled things, which are really cool. These are the two that I got from YouTube. And like I said, they weren't very, very expensive, they were relatively cheap. And because I bought them from China, oh, there we go. It's working. The Bluetooth wasn't connected, but now it has connected. And now you can see that is the background light. Oh, is it? No, the blue one is the background light. All right, see that? So it's adding a bit of colour in the room, and I can change that, make that look nice and sexy. All right. And the other one is the one casting light around my shoulders and behind my head. If I go back to my other view, if I turn that off, oh, stupid. There we go. It gives you an edge around the subject, and I'm the subject. And that way I don't get lost in the darkness. If I turn those off, you can see it has quite a big effect on what's going on there. All right. Yeah, but it gives you a nice good edge to stand out from the darkness behind. I might actually put that back on a white thing again. Yeah, cool. So yeah, so positioning your lighting in in the right position goes a long way. Now you can obviously there's no better light than sunlight. If you can get some good shots in a nice well-lit room, that goes a long way. But what you'll find, or what I'll find, I've got a window off to my right that in the afternoons when the sun sets, the sun comes beaming through, and I'm not able to control that light very well. So if you want a consistent light, especially if you've got a room with not much natural light, and then you can control the angle of light that you're trying to get through what you're doing. So yeah, like I said, I reckon that what was I saying? That lighting will have the biggest impact upon the quality of what you do as far as visuals goes. Obviously, it's got no impact with the quality of the sound or the guitar playing. That would be cool if we could put a special light on and make us play better, but no such luck. But smoke machines. Do smoke machines have an impact upon the way we play? I suspect yes. Not really. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so cameras. So most cameras nowadays have, especially if you're talking about your iPhone, have a tiny little lens with a tiny little chip behind it. Most big computers, most big cameras have a really big chip which they can capture a lot of light, and the bigger the chip, the higher the sensitivity it is when you're in the dark. So what you'll find with your iPhone, hang on, I'm just going to shut this door. Benji left me, so shut the door, keep the noise out. So the bigger the sensor you have in your camera, the better it's going to be at operating at low light sensitivity, and you'll get a better, crisper, less fuzzy image when the light gets darker. So yeah, if we're using an iPhone or a GoPro or a cheaper camera, nothing wrong with cheap cameras, flood the room with as much light as you can. If I get people sort of walking past the door, you can see like, whoa, it's all lit up and it's very luminous. So yeah, so there's today's little tech tip. I need to have a little music that comes up when I bring up my little tech tip. Little images. Yes, I'll get better at this as we go. You watch, this will get more professional as we move on. Bud's 977. I'm assuming that's Lek. Bob Marley's smoke machine had plenty of effect. Yes. Same with lots of people from those eras. Hendrix, I'm sure his smoke machine had some effect on the music. Benji's coming back to try and get back in again, but he can stay outside. So getting some sort of light happening. Now, like I said, it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be some floodlights, but saturating a room full of light if you want to get a really good quality image, even if you don't have $1 bazillion to spend on cameras. So that's today's tech tip. All right, cool. Okay, so on to something else I thought it would be good to do. Is, let me get back to my notes. Far out. There's too many apps on my phone. I just need basics. I've had my mates Warren and Rob film some video clips for me for some songs I thought would be good for us to jam over and get some guys to play some guitar. I'm back in this camera again. Play some guitar solos over. And I just thought I'd show you the little clips. They're probably going to go, oh no, don't show the clips. Now be mindful that these are just they're just drumming things. But I thought I'd give you an insight as to what these guys have been doing and what I might do. Yeah, this will work. Hang on. What I need to do is share my desktop. All right, so here's an image of Woz in his little studio with some cool blue lights going on there. As you can see, it's probably a little bit grainy, but that's okay. And it's just drums, so, and he's playing electric drums, so it's not even, you don't hear the sounds of it yet. So I just wanted to show you some of the progress that we're making. We're getting some jam stuff together. And this is the ZZ Top song, Waiting for the Bus, which I thought would be cool for us to do. So I've got some drum tracks. I will lay down some guitar parts for that. I'll skim through. He does some cool little drum fills and rolls and all sorts of cool stuff there on that one. So we've got that one working. So I'll have a backing track with that soon. So I'll get some people to do some videos and solos for that. And this is the other one we've got. Rob played, and looks a bit weird because he's put his phone the wrong way around, but that's okay. All right, so Rob's actually using a real live drum kit there, which is really cool. And this is Rob's lounge room, which he's probably sitting at the moment with Jen and the baby, watching himself play drums over the stream. Cool, some cool sounds just for a drum kit sitting in a lounge room. You see he's got some microphones. You know, you see my mouse pointer up the top there. You see the microphone. He's got a whole bunch of mics happening around the drum kit as well. So we might, like I said, at one point dial in and not today, but another time, and we'll talk about how Rob went about capturing his his drum sounds. Warren says, "Sounds great, Rob." Yes, it does. Cool. So, so I thought I'd show you those. So we're in process of seeing that happening. So it'd be cool to get those videos happening soon. Framing shots. So I had a note down here about tech tips. So I need to go back to this. Tech tips. Framing shots. You can see in that shot, Rob had his phone sitting like that, and I haven't spoken to Rob because I looked at that for the first time today. So shame on me, Rob. But I like videos in that format with 16:9 or whatever it is. It sort of fits in together. Sometimes when you do like that, it's cool. But Rob, don't freak out. What you got sent me is cool. I'm still going to use it. So that's another tech tip. All right. Okay. All right. So, the other thing I thought I want to show you today, and this is another section I want to do, is showcase. All right, so with the showcase, and you can see my my analytical thing coming up on YouTube. So I've got some of my mates. This is Tim. He's I've just selected some videos online. I thought it'd be good for you guys to see what other people are doing out there. So have a listen to this. This is quite cool. Hopefully you can hear what's going on there. It's Tim playing some Satriani. Whammy bar action there. Very cool. Very cool. How cool was that? That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can't beat some Satriani for some good Sunday afternoon shred, especially with a bit of whammy bar action and some cool arpeggios. Satriani writes the best melody lines, I reckon. And that was a good rendition from the master or one of the masters. Great tone, Tim. Smashed it. Sounded really cool. He's done some other ones. So I'll put a link to these guys that I'm going to show you in the description of the video. So once it gets posted, that they will be there. But if you look Timmy Johnson, Timi Johnson, on YouTube, you will find him. Now, I did a bit of a search on Timmy Johnson. There's about 12 Timmy Johnsons on YouTube. So if you click on one and there's a little tiny Asian girl, that's not the site. Go back to, and there'll be shots of Tim playing guitar. Yes, because there's quite a few Timmy Johnsons on YouTube. Cool. So I've got another one here. Two good mates of mine. This one's let's show you Nate's clip. This is pretty cool. So this is on Instagram. Nate plays for, or Nate Townsend plays for Swing Shift. Is it Swing Shift? No. Used to be Swing Shift. Nate, you might want to chime in and I can't remember. I've got a mental block at the moment. If you're viewing, type in, tell me the name of the band. Fab's going to kill me. Fab's the drummer and manager of that band. I can't remember the name of it. It's been so long ago. But yeah, so this is Nate. Now he plays the role of Ian Moss in the Chisel tribute thing. Nails the tone. And Nate or Nathan or Nate_DWG, as known on Instagram, is the man of simplicity, and he plays left-handed. And for me, who's a right-handed player, every time I see someone play left-handed, it looks really awkward, probably because it sort of would be awkward for me, but it's not for Nate because he kills it. But he always pulls the maddest Ian Moss tones, especially out of his strats. He's got multiple Strat instruments, Stradivarius instruments. Let me play. I'll shut up. Let you watch this. This is pretty cool. Oh, and it started again. All right, cool. But yeah, cool clip. Cool clip. I'll show you one of his other ones. He did some. He got this custom-made Strat thing made by some guy in Sydney. Oh, we need some sounds. A little bit of Under the Bridge there. Nice big tone, but he plays a Boss Katana. Boss Katana. Really cool little amp. He's got a new baby too. Let me play this one. I don't know what this one is. I can't remember. He's a big Robin Ford fan. Nate can pull more authentic Robin Ford clips or riffs off than I can. There's some sort of drone thing happening under there. I don't know if he's recorded that. Notice he's playing in the baby's bedroom. Is there a cot behind him? New dad. New dad. I'm hoping the baby's not in there trying to sleep while he's trying to do this. Very cool stuff. Very cool. Cool sound. Cool sound. Good on you, Nate. You're a legend. Yeah, really good guy. Really good guy. All right, and I'll show you my other good friend, Ange Soltutis. I'll show you this clip. This is a cool one. This is a cool one. Don't you love how Instagram just loops videos? It's cool. Yeah, but that was a crack at. Obviously, that's a bit of his take on some Mr. Gilmore, smashing it there. He's got some great feel about. I love Ange's feel and what he does. Reminds me a lot of Mr. Jack Jones or Erwin Thomas. Great feel. And check out this one. This is a cool one. Oh, hang on. Need some sound, Ange. Oh, and it starts again. Ange, killer tone. I was speaking to him a couple of weeks back, and he bought some new. I think he bought 2 SGs. If you're watching, Ange, you could correct me on that. But yeah, SGs sound killer, and he's got this new Strat, which is a hardtail. Doesn't have a tremolo on it, which is it sounds killer. I'll show you this one. This is a cool. Well, it's a bit small, but what? Turn the volume on. This is Ange playing to one of his daughters' singles. Killer tone, dude. Check out this one. This last one we'll do, and then I'll move on. This is Ange noodling over his new Strat. Great guitar, great tone, great player, great dude. All these three dudes are really cool. And like I said, I'll post some sort of link or something to these guys so you can check them out. Ange Soldudis, Mr. Timmy Johnson, and Nate Dogg Townsend. Very cool players. And I want to get these guys recording on some stuff so we can hear him jamming over something that I've put together and that we can use, because it's fun, and I want you guys playing as well. So that section was showcase. I'm definitely going to get some stupid some stupid jingle sort of sounds happening for these little segments that I'm doing. So I hope that was enjoyable. There's some great musos out there that we're going to see more of. Because we need to. I think it's therapeutic when you see one of your mates just killing it and doing some really good stuff. And just being creative. Tim was telling me the other day, Timmy Johnson is been working on some songs that he's written a while ago, and I'm keen to hear some results of that. Tim, you better do some video of that. Because I think we would all be keen to hear what you've been creating. And if there's anyone else out that's been writing songs, let's hear them. Let's hear them. If you want to send me links, I can share it with my with all my viewers, all my 8 consecutive viewers. No, I'm sure there's more people than 8 people out there watching. Cool. So that was the showcase section. All right, so tech tips showcase. All right, now the next section here that I've got in my notes here is, and I've probably got to be in the right mood for this, my 2 cents. So my 2 cents, yes. Just some thoughts on what's going on, like fun times with coronavirus. So I hope you guys are all surviving and going okay. It's a bit tough, but we will get through this. Hopefully people say there's light at the end of the tunnel. I haven't sort of seen much at the moment, but if you have, share it around a bit. I reckon we need to keep the dream alive, that we will get back to playing gigs, we will get back to jamming, we will get back to hitting our drums as loud as we can and turning our amps up to 11 so we can hear the glorious sustain of those of that Gibson Les Paul, Peter, and we will get back there. We'll have a kick-ass jam session as soon as we can. And we'll have a barbecue and we'll do some cool stuff. And life may return back to somewhere where it was before. But I think we need to keep encouraging one another. I heard I was helping. Our church does a live stream, and the guy that was doing the preaching this morning. Now, I'm not preaching. Is that okay? For people that are allergic to preaching, I'm not preaching. I'm sharing my experience. But he was talking about the difference between love and fear. And I was thinking about that throughout the week. I thought, everything we're thrown at with today in society, it's surrounded by fear. It's like fear of the we're not going to get back to where we were, or society is going to be different. And in some ways, yes, I think it probably is going to be different. But we can't dwell on that. We've got to keep our head above the BS that tries to swamp in on us and not dwell on it. And I think that's important. And I've got a comment there. There's a comment. Get vaxxed, everyone, so we can get back to playing gigs. Amen. Get back to playing gigs. Preach it. Preach it. Preach it. Dear. But yeah, there's so many polarizing opinions, and I think we've got to be careful as a community not to isolate someone if they've got a different opinion, but to be listening, to keep our heads screwed on, to be good citizens, and to be good community people, so we can all survive. Yeah. Because I think things get a little bit vindictive of late, and people have sort of cut each other down a little bit too much. And I heard some not good things. I got a friend who's a couple there about to have a baby, and they're of the opinion they're not going to take the vaccine because they've got beliefs in that, and that's fine. But they're worried that they're not going to get into hospital to deliver the baby. That should never happen. That should never happen. I don't think whether you're a anti-vax or a pro-vax, people should not be threatened to for livelihood or medical care, or to go to the movies, or go to the fish and chip shop to buy a packet of chips if you're not vaxxed. That's total bullcrap. And if you have a different opinion to me, that's okay. All right. But let's not get vindictive. The point is, let's not live in fear. Let's keep moving on and being nice to each other, because I think that's very important. And be aware if someone has a different opinion, it means that they don't hate you. We can have different opinions and still love one another. I know that's a bit of a foreign thing for society today. The other things for my 2 cents, I definitely do need a jingle for each of these things. I was talking to some mates the other day who own music shops. We need to get out there as musos and buy crap. Don't buy crap, but buy stuff from musos. I think of Adam down at Guitar Zone at Sutherland, my mate Fab from Anthony's Music at Liverpool, and you've probably got mates that maybe own music shops as well. Let's support these guys. If you've got some spare cash floating around that you could throw at something to put to your little stash of guitar pedals or amps or whatever the heck you buy, or guitar strings, get out and support these guys because they're doing it tough. And I know they're finding it hard to pay the bills, pay the rent, put food on the table for their kids, because no one's out there shopping. Not many people are doing lessons. And all these guys just live off that stuff. So we need to make sure we support these guys. And on that topic, I've done a little bit of work for a local charity in there called Food Care, Urban Food Care. And they put together food hampers for people who are in need. And there's a bit of a shop where you can go and do a grocery shop for some basic stuff. And I helped out with some videos the other day. I wonder if I can play a video for you. I did doing some little ad things so they can put it on Instagram. And I thought we really need to spread the word for this sort of stuff, because this is what holds community together, especially when people are struggling to pay the rent. Often one of the first things that would probably go is not buying guitar gear, for one, or music gear or drumsticks. But I'm scared that there's going to be families out there that buy the essentials of food and stuff, and we need to make sure people are feeling supported. And let me play this little clip that I put together for this. There's a little. Let me find the right one. Can I find it? Welcome to Food Care. Here we go. I'll play this little clip. Just a little ad. This is an ad that yeah, might see this on Instagram.
Welcome, I'm Hayden. I work here at Food Care. If you're interested in shopping with us, I'm just going to give you a quick run through of what we do here. As a first time customer, the first thing we'll get you to do is to register and to pay a $5 joining fee. Once you've signed up, then you'll come in and do your shopping. Picking the items that you'd like to buy, just like any other shop you'd go to. At Food Care, we aim to sell our products below retail price in order to help out our community. For example, with our milk, we sell this here for $3, where in store it would normally be $6 or $7. And with the chicken as well, we sell this for about $3 or $4, and it normally goes for about $6 or $7 as well. Once you've done your shop here and you've bought all the items that you want, if you spent over $20, you get free eggs, bread, and fruit and veg. And if you spend over $30, we'll throw in some additional meat that we get donated. So if you'd like to come, we're open from Thursdays 5 to 7 and Fridays 9:30 to 11:30. You can always message and call us. We'd love to see you here.
Cool. All right, so Food Care, yeah. So yeah, if you've got any friends out there that are in need, point them in the direction of services like this, because I think it's important that we look out and spot each other in this time. Cool. So we've now reached the 5 o'clock mark. I don't feel like I've done a great deal or talked too much, probably because I was a bit more organised today. Cool. So, like I said, if you want to get involved with some of those jam tracks and play a couple of solos, or even if you're a drummer and you would like to do what was and Rob did and then record yourself playing some songs, and I'll stitch it together. And so the idea is for everyone to record in their different locations, send it to me, and I'll stitch the video together and I'll post it up here and on my YouTube channel. And I've been tossing around the idea of some of my mates too about doing a gig over Insta YouTube, and we're just trying to figure out how do we do that. And there's been some guys that have been doing it online on their streaming things, but I reckon we could up it a little bit, a bit better quality, and have some people actually playing instruments in different locations and bring it together and stitch it all together and actually make it a bit more entertaining than someone sitting there with a guitar in the corner of their house, which has its value and its merit. I'm not dissing it. All right, cool. So, like I said before, if you haven't been here before, visit my website, Midnight Guitar School, and please, where is it? Click subscribe on YouTube and the little like button and the little notification bell so you can get notified when stuff happens. And I'm doing 3 streams per week. I'm doing Wednesday afternoon or midday for a practice session, Friday afternoon for a beginner's guitar lesson at 3 o'clock. So if you know anyone that's interested in learning guitar, it's a good one for them, and our Sunday stream. So I hope that has been... Am I looking at the right camera? Yes, I am. I hope that has been entertaining, engaging, useful to you, and we will definitely be doing more. So come back next week. I hope you all have a good week. Treat each other nice, and yeah. So goodbye. Have a good time. Catch you later, guys.